Hi guys, it's Adrienne. Um, so recently I've been working a lot with hanks of yarn. And I do not have a Swift or a yarn winder. And I don't know if y'all know this, but it is it can be difficult to wind a hank of yarn into a ball by hand. It can be quite frustrating, actually. Um, and for the most part, my son does the winding of my yarn. He's got like weird OCD about it, actually. Like, when he winds my yarn into balls for me, like, it has to be a perfect circle and the yarn has to be a certain tension. And like, his sister, Casey, will come in and she'll try to wind the yarn, and she winds her balls much looser. And Benjamin will wait till she's done and then go along behind her and rewind them without her knowing. Because he's got some kind of a weird OCD that he feels that the yarn tension has to be a particular level, and the firmness of the ball of yarn has to be a certain firmness. However, I don't want him winding up my hanks of yarn, particularly hanks or any yarn that has wool in it, because wool stretches, and he has a way of winding. He winds the yarn a little bit tighter than what I would like him to. For some acrylics, that's fine. For some of my cheaper acrylics, that's fine. I get there's this package of 50 little bonbon colors of acrylic yarn that I buy off of Amazon periodically, and I just have him add each bonbon to the color to the ball that I already have. So like, I have these huge balls of each one of these colors that come in the bag or whatever. But with the wool, it's much more expensive, and I don't want it stretched. So I haven't let him loose with a hank yet. Not to mention, I don't know if he has the patience to unwind a hank and wind it into a ball without it getting tangled. And I would probably lose my temper if he knotted up my yarn where I couldn't get it undone. Well, I start to lose my patience and lose my temper whenever he's not taking the appropriate amount of time and he knots it up. Like, sometimes I'll find it, like in the little bonbons, when he's winding all those together, sometimes you'll see like a little knot along the string where he didn't even notice that there was a knot, and he just kept winding, and so now that knot is so tight that you can't get it undone, but there's a little bump in the yarn. But anyways, I haven't let him loose with a hank of yarn, so I've been winding my hanks into balls by myself. And I've been doing a lot of that lately, after having bought all those hand-dyed yarns from the Hobby Lobby clearance in June. And so now I'm on the hunt for at least a yarn Swift. I'm thinking I'm going to need the Swift first, because I can wind it by hand. I just get tired of trying to lay it out on the table or put it over a chair, or that gets tiresome for me. So I think I'm gonna start with a Swift first, and I've got it narrowed down to two of them. One of them is by Yarnness, and I found that on Walmart.com, and I'll leave the link in the description box below. It's raw birchwood. It's supposed to be sanded down smooth, but there's no finish or anything, and it is an umbrella Swift, and it comes with an extra screw for the clamp to clamp it to the table. And the screws that do clamp to the table they're wooden screws. Also, the screws that hold the umbrella up are also wooden screws. I mean, these two are actually almost identical in design, but the one at Yarnness, I found that one for $35.99. Now, the other one is also raw birchwood, supposed to be finely sanded, and it is a Stenwood Yarn Swift. That particular one is actually the one that Crystal from Bag O' Day recommends. I've actually seen, it seems to have much higher reviews. And now I don't know if that's because it's a popular brand or if it is genuinely better than all the other Swifts out there, but it seems to be the most highly recommended Swift. Now, that one I found on Amazon for $52.99. And I need help making a decision because in appearance, they look, design-wise, they look pretty much the same. I mean, I don't know the measurements on each of them, but I mean, as far as I could tell, they're pretty much the same. Both of them come with free shipping. Really, the only, the biggest difference I found is the price and the reviews. And so I'm going to leave links to both in the description box below, so that you guys can check them out. And then I would love it if you guys let me know what you guys' thoughts on it were. If you know anybody who has one, what do they think? What was their experience with them? Because I've been doing mad research on this, y'all. And I'm stuck between these two. You know, is Stenwood really worth $52.99? You know, or is it because of the name brand? So yeah, y'all give me your thoughts in the comments below. Try to help me. Y'all try to help me pick one out. Because then when I get one, I'm going to show y'all it. And I'm going to demo it. And we're going to see. Anyways, I will talk with you guys later. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe. It is a great deal of help to my channel. And I will see you guys in my next video.